Hi everyone, it's Tash and welcome to another Wednesday recipe video. And today we're going to be making pandan pancakes. Pancakes. That doesn't work. Timestamps are down below and in the description if you want to skip the initial blah blah, but stick around if you want to hear a little bit about what we're making first. And we're going to be using this thing. This is a pandan leaf, a fresh pandan leaf. Bought it from my local Chinese supermarket. Almost looks like a palm leaf, it's quite stiff. Very fragrant. And if you've watched my channel for a while, you know I've worked with these before. Usually though, when I make pandan flavoured something, I like to use pandan paste. It's a pandan flavouring, it's very thick, very green, but occasionally I like to use the fresh stuff. So today this is what we're going to use. We're going to make a fresh pandan juice with it, and we're going to use that juice in our pancake batter. And it's going to dye it a lovely natural green. I'm also going to be using my fluffiest ever American pancake recipe. I usually use that as a base recipe when I make flavoured pancakes. I'm going to put this down, I'm having way too much fun. I'm going to give a small caveat though. Usually when I make those pancakes they're very thick and fluffy. These ones turn out still super fluffy but a bit thinner. It's because I used a really cheap flour. In the past this hasn't mattered. Usually I'll buy a semi-nice flour. My most recent bag of flour though was the cheapest of cheapest supermarket brand. I'm going to name and shame it, was Asda. No shade to Asda, I love them for many things, but apparently their basic own brand flour isn't one of them. I've tried it with my fluffy pancake recipe a few times just for home eating, and I found it just doesn't have as much body as the regular flours that I usually buy. Usually I buy from Sainsbury's actually. I thought there wouldn't be a difference, I thought flour was flour. And I don't buy into the whole you get what you pay for thing, especially in this day and age when the quality of everything has just gone downhill no matter what you pay. But apparently it applies to flour. Lesson learned. And now I have half a bag left of this stuff to get through. I'm not going to buy it again. Luckily it still tastes great though. As you'll see, still super fluffy on the inside when I cut into it. So with all that said, let's go to the kitchen and see how it's done. That was a rubbish click. There we go. We're going to start by chopping up about 100 grams of fresh pandan leaves. So these I bought fresh from the Chinese supermarket. I have washed them, I have dried them, they smell gorgeous and they are ready to go. I'm just going to grab a whole bunch and start chopping. Well, chopping, I'm going to snip them with scissors. Just make sure they're clean. Ooh, and that was almost perfect 100 grams. It's really difficult to pick up on camera. There we go, 100.6. And now here's just where I've just got to do my best because remember I'm in a small apartment, I only have this amount of space to work with when I cook. So here's my trusty blender and I'm going to put all of my chopped pandan leaves right into it. I'm now going to pour in 200 millilitres of water. Lid goes on. And we're going to give this a good old blending. Now as you can see, all we have to do is strain the liquid through a muslin cloth. And we're just going to give it a squeeze. And we're just going to throw away all of those dry pandan leaf bits in there because these are now done. Can't eat them, too fibrous, but we are going to wash the muslin cloth so we can use it again another day. And this is our lovely, fresh, fragrant pandan juice. Here I have 125 grams of self-raising flour. And remember, because I'm using my extra fluffy, fluffiest American style pancakes recipe as a base, we're also going to add an extra 1 teaspoonful of baking powder. So that's self-raising flour, which also already has baking agents in it, raising agents, and baking powder to make it super, super fluffy. 2 tablespoonfuls of caster sugar, a pinch of salt. Give the dry ingredients a quick whisk. I'm creating a little well in the centre because now we're going to pop our egg in. 1 egg. 2 tablespoonfuls of melted unsalted butter, which I've let cool down a little bit. 30 millilitres of milk. and 100 milliliters of our freshly made pandan juice. And you know the score, if you want these extra thick, just let the batter sit for about 10 minutes. That lets the flour absorb the moisture. Now let's get cooking. I've heated up my pan over a medium heat. I've brushed it with a little bit of vegetable oil and I'm going to get scooping. My first 2 pancakes are always pants, by the way. I don't know if it's just me. For some reason, my first 2 pancakes of any batch are always a bit wonky. I'm going to cook them for about 2 minutes on each side or until I see lots and lots of bubbles on the surface. Now let's give them a flip. These already smell incredible, by the way. Cook them for another 1.5 minutes on the other side. Let's rescue them, plate them up. And let's keep going. Let's do another batch. It's flipping time. Okay, another minute and a half, then we're done, and then we'll keep going until all our batter is used up. That made 14 pancakes, well, 13 plus a mini one up here. Perfect. Now I'm going to serve these with some salted butter and a little honey. See how green this turned that? That's fantastic. We actually used half of the pandan juice that we actually made. Now the pandan juice does settle when it's just hanging around, so in the fridge you might find that it's created sediments at the bottom and then a clear green layer on top. Before you use it, just give it a swirl and a stir and you're good to go. I'm going to eat some pancake. Look at that. I told you it's still soft and fluffy. It just doesn't have as much body as it would have with a better flour. Cheers! Super flavourful. I love that fragrant pandan flavour. Always so much better with fresh pandan leaf. You can, if you want, just add a few drops of this to any old pancake recipe. I still really love to use this in a pinch, but when I have a little time in my hands, then this is definitely worth the extra effort. So there you go, fresh pandan pancakes. Pandan cakes. No, that still doesn't work either. The 2 words are too close. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe video and I hope you'll join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full written recipe on my blog tashcakes.com. Follow me on Instagram, I'm tashcakes.tastes, and find me on TikTok too. I'm tashcakes there too, but my handle is food in slow motion. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more. Give this video a like if you'd like to help other people find it. Comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular, and I'll see you all next time. Be good, be nice, and have a good week. I tried to use one of these Japanese hair wax sticks to keep my hairs down, but all it does is make it stringy.